There are moments in life when pain feels personal, as if the universe has singled you out for suffering. You look around and wonder why your path seems heavier, why your heart carries scars others cannot see, and why joy appears delayed in your story. If you have ever felt this way, understand this truth deeply. Pain is not punishment, it is preparation. Some souls are shaped differently, refined through fire, not because they are weak, but because they are chosen. The pain you have endured is not meaningless. It is purposeful, intentional, and transformative. It is the silent language through which life teaches the chosen ones how to awaken their power. From the very beginning, the chosen one walks a road that feels unfamiliar. Even in childhood, there is often a sense of being different, more sensitive, more observant, more aware. You may have felt emotions intensely, questioned reality deeply, and sensed things that others ignored. This depth is not accidental. It is the first sign of a soul meant for greater understanding. Pain enters early not to break you, but to open your eyes. Through disappointment, rejection, or loneliness, you learn empathy. Through confusion, you learn introspection. While others remain asleep in comfort, the chosen one begins awakening through struggle. Pain strips illusions away. It removes false attachments and exposes the truth beneath appearances. When life hurts you, it forces you to ask questions you would otherwise avoid. Why am I here? What truly matters? Who am I without approval, success, or security? These questions are the doorway to awakening. The chosen one is not allowed to live a shallow life, because a shallow life cannot carry divine responsibility. Pain deepens you, expands your inner world, and prepares you to hold wisdom that cannot be learned through ease. Many chosen ones experience betrayal from those they trusted most. Friends turn distant. Loved ones misunderstand, and support disappears when it is needed the most. This kind of pain feels cruel, yet it serves a sacred function. It teaches detachment. It teaches you not to build your identity on people who cannot walk with you into your destiny. Betrayal breaks emotional dependency and redirects your loyalty inward and upward. Through this pain, the chosen one learns to stand alone without becoming bitter, to love without attachment, and to trust without blindness. Loss is another teacher that visits the chosen one frequently. Loss of relationships, dreams, time, or even self-identity. Each loss feels like a death, and in many ways it is. But death is never the end. It is transformation. Every loss removes an outdated version of you. Pain empties you so that something greater can enter. When you lose what you thought you needed, you discover what you truly are. Strength is not found in holding on. It is found in learning when to let go. The chosen one often walks through periods of isolation. These seasons feel lonely, silent, and confusing. You may feel unseen, uncelebrated, and forgotten. But isolation is not abandonment. It is alignment. Silence is where clarity is born. Away from noise, comparison, and distraction, the chosen one reconnects with their inner voice. In solitude, you remember who you are without the world's expectations. This is where purpose becomes clear, where intuition sharpens, and where inner authority is established. Pain also humbles the chosen one. It dissolves ego and replaces arrogance with compassion. You do not judge others easily because you understand hidden battles. You do not measure success superficially because you know how much strength it takes to survive unseen storms. This humility is not weakness. It is spiritual maturity. A chosen one cannot lead, heal, or inspire others without first understanding suffering. Pain teaches you how to hold space for others without trying to fix them, how to listen without interrupting, and how to love without conditions. There will be moments when the chosen one feels tired, tired of being strong, tired of hoping, tired of healing. These moments are not signs of failure, they are signs of growth. Even the strongest souls need rest. Pain teaches you self-compassion. It reminds you that strength is not about enduring endlessly, but about honoring your limits. The chosen one learns that rest is not quitting, it is refueling. Darkness does not mean you are lost. It means something new is being formed within you. One of the most powerful purposes of pain is awakening spiritual awareness. Through suffering, the chosen one realizes that material success, validation, and control are temporary. Pain pushes you towards something eternal: faith, truth, inner peace, and divine connection. Whether through prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection, pain opens the door to a relationship with the unseen. It teaches you to trust beyond logic and to believe beyond evidence. This spiritual grounding becomes the anchor that carries you through future storms. Pain also sharpens discernment. After being hurt, disappointed, or misled, the chosen one develops a deep sense of intuition. You learn to read energy, intentions, and silence. You no longer ignore red flags or compromise your values for comfort. Pain teaches you boundaries, not walls, but gates. You become selective with your time, energy, and trust. This discernment protects your purpose and preserves your peace. The chosen one's pain often becomes their gift. What hurt you becomes what heals others. Your story becomes someone else's survival guide. Your scars become symbols of hope. When you speak from experience, your words carry truth, not theory. This is why chosen ones are often drawn to helping roles. Teachers, healers, guides, artists, leaders. Pain gives you credibility. It allows others to feel seen, understood, and less alone. It is important to understand that purpose does not always arrive immediately. Pain can feel meaningless while you are inside it. Clarity often comes later, in hindsight. One day you look back and realize that what broke you also built you. What delayed you also protected you, and what hurt you also redirected you. Timing is part of the design. The chosen one's journey is not rushed because depth cannot be rushed. There will be moments when you question why your life had to be this hard. Why did lessons come through loss instead of ease? Why did growth come through tears instead of applause? The answer is simple yet profound. Your destiny requires depth. You are not meant to live a small life. You are meant to influence, awaken, and uplift. Such a calling demands strength that only pain can produce. Pain teaches the chosen one patience. It teaches you to trust the process even when progress is invisible. Growth often happens underground, before it ever appears above the surface. Like roots growing deep in darkness, your character is forming silently. When the time is right, you rise. Not fragile, but unshakable. Not loud, but powerful. Not bitter, but wise. As the chosen one heals, something remarkable happens. Pain no longer defines you. It refines you. You stop seeing yourself as broken and start seeing yourself as becoming. You realize that you were never cursed. You were called. Every tear watered the seeds of your destiny. Every setback redirected you toward alignment. Every heartbreak strengthened your heart. The purpose of pain is not to keep you suffering forever. It is to awaken you temporarily so that you may live consciously forever. Once the lesson is learned, pain releases its grip. You do not forget it, but it no longer controls you. Instead, it becomes a source of strength, clarity, and compassion. If you are in pain right now, know this: you are not alone, and you are not behind. You are in transformation. Trust what is happening within you, even if you do not yet understand it. The chosen one's path is not easy, but it is meaningful. Your pain has a purpose, your story has power, and your soul is being prepared for something greater than you can currently imagine. One day, you will stand in your truth and realize that everything you survived was necessary. You will see that pain was never your enemy, it was your teacher. And when you finally step fully into who you were always meant to be, you will understand why it had to be this way. Because only a soul that has walked through pain can carry light without losing humility. Only a heart that has been broken can love without fear. And only a chosen one can transform suffering into purpose. This is your journey. This is your becoming. And nothing you endured was in vain. In time, you will recognize yourself standing at a higher point of awareness, looking back at the road you once struggled to walk. The pain that once felt unbearable will feel distant, not because it was small, but because you became vast. You will realize that every hardship trained your spirit, every delay protected your path, and every wound taught you wisdom that no book could ever give. The chosen one does not rise untouched. They rise transformed. One day, your presence itself will comfort others. You will not need to explain your strength. People will feel it. Your calm will speak louder than words. Your silence will carry authority, and your compassion will heal without effort. This is the quiet power pain gives to the chosen one. You will understand then that your suffering was not meant to harden you, but to soften you without breaking you, to humble you without diminishing you, and to strengthen you without stealing your humanity. When you finally step fully into your purpose, you will no longer ask why life was so difficult. Gratitude will replace confusion. Reverence will replace resentment. You will see that pain carves space within you, so that light could live there permanently. What once hurt you will now serve you. What once tested you will now guide you. And what once nearly broke you will now be the reason others believe healing is possible. So walk forward without fear. You are not late. You are not lost. You are exactly where a chosen soul must be. Carry your story with honor, not shame. Wear your scars as proof of survival, not symbols of weakness. Your pain had a purpose. Your journey has meaning. And your destiny is unfolding in perfect timing. You were never meant to simply survive this world. You were meant to awaken within it, to rise through it, and to illuminate it. And now, as you continue forward, know this with certainty. Everything you endured was shaping you into who you were always destined to become.